Are you struggling with the issue of flabby arms? I know it's a problem as we age, but today I have 7 exercises to help combat those flabby arms and tone them up in no time. Hello everyone, I'm Serena. Thank you so much for joining me here today. Yes, most of my videos are fashion related, but I've decided to sprinkle in some healthy lifestyle videos because a lot of you have requested that. And I know that this is a problem that most women our age deal with, and that is the dreaded flabby underarm. So today I have 7 moves for you to do that's going to help tone up your arms, not just this area, but your entire arms. So you have nice, shapely arms so you can wear the sleeveless tops in the summer and feel confident. Today's video is sponsored by AG1. More from them in just a minute. Before we get into the exercises, I do have a disclaimer. Before starting any kind of exercise routine, you should consult with your doctor. Make sure you are ready to embark on your fitness journey. Another disclaimer, I am not a fitness instructor, although I used to be. I'm just sharing things that I do that work for me. But this is based on 30+ years of me being active, working out. Yes, I taught step aerobics back when I was in college, and I was on the dance team in college. We had to work out. So I have had a long history, and I've continued it throughout most of my adult years of being active and exercising. So that's where I'm coming from, but you should check with your doctor before embarking on this kind of fitness journey. With that out of the way, let's get going. Before you do any kind of arm exercises, or any exercises for that matter, you need to do a little bit of warming up. Now for arms, there's not a whole lot to do, but I would suggest starting out with just some shoulder rolls, some shrugs and some shoulder rolls. Do a few going backwards, and then you can do some going forwards. And then you can alternate your arms and get a little bit loose with it. Move your shoulders, move your arms, and get some blood flowing before you start doing the exercises. Another tip for all these exercises is you want to be in the correct posture. And this is to get the most out of these moves we're gonna do, and it's also to protect your back and strengthen your core. So what you wanna do is you want to stand with your feet shoulder width apart, and you want to flex your abs. So flex them as if you were doing a sit-up and really suck them in. And that is going to kind of tilt your pelvis forward. And that is the position that you want to be in when you're doing really any exercises with weights, because that not only is going to work your core muscles and help strengthen them, it's going to protect your back from straining your back. So this is the position you want to get in before doing any of these exercises. In addition to specific spot exercises like these, there are other things to do for overall health and wellness. And one of the things that I like to do is every day drink a glass of AG1. AG1 is a daily foundational nutrition supplement that supports whole body health. So rather than taking all these different vitamins and supplements, AG1 has made it simple and combined it all into one easy daily drink. And yes, it is green, but this does not have the bitter flavor of some green drinks. AG1 is naturally flavored with vanilla and pineapple, giving it a unique and not bitter taste. I quite like it. AG1 supports a number of healthy benefits. AG1 supports healthy aging by supporting mental clarity, focus, and energy in the years ahead with ingredients selected for potency, nutrition density, and absorption in your body to deliver the benefits they're supposed to. AG1 also supports immune defense. Essential vitamins, minerals, and whole food sourced antioxidants like zinc and citrus bioflavonoids support immune defense in the body. AG1 supports stress recovery. Adaptogens and superfoods provide support for both mental and physical stress each day. And if you scan the QR code that's on the screen now or shop through the link that is in my description down below, you will receive your month's supply of AG1, the canister to store it in the fridge, shaker bottle, scoop, plus 2 bonus items. You will receive a year's supply of their vitamin drops. 1 drop of this each day gives you extra vitamins D3 and K2. And you'll also receive 5 individual packets of AG1 powder for travel. So this makes it super easy. If you're traveling, you can just take these packets, stick it in your bag, and you have them with you no matter where you go. You just add 8 to 12 ounces of water to your shaker bottle, scoop in 1 level scoop of AG1, mix, and then drink straight from the mixer bottle, or you can pour it over ice or into another vessel. This is such an easy way to do something healthy for yourself every day. Thanks to AG1 for sponsoring today's video, and now let's get back to the exercises. First exercise we're going to do are arm rows. For this, I'm using 2 5-pound weights. Now you can use any size weight you prefer. You can start out with 2 pounds, 3 pounds, 5 pounds, whatever feels good to you. And I just ordered these off Amazon, and I will be sure to link them down below. They're very affordable and came really quickly. So what you want to do is get in that starting position, then bend forward slightly from the waist and bend your knees, and then you're going to pull your arms, your elbows straight back, and repeat this move. I'm doing it about 20 times, but that's going to vary depending on your fitness level and what you're comfortable with. You might start with 10 reps of this and then rest and move on to the next exercise and come back and do another set of 10. I do sets of 20, but we're all different, and that's fine. So start where you feel comfortable. So this move, as you pull your arms back, you're going to feel it work the back of your arm, that's the tricep, and you're also going to feel it working in your back. So this is a great multiple area exercise. The second move we're going to do is bicep curls. And you may be asking, why are we working our biceps when it's the flabby tricep back here that we're trying to firm up? Well, you want to work the entire arm and not just one area, because you want shapely arms all over. So I don't think you should work just one area by itself. You want to work the whole arm. So again, we're going to do bicep curls. Start in that starting position. Feet shoulder width apart, engage your core, your stomach muscles, and then slightly tuck your pelvis under. And then you're going to lift and lower the weights all the way down and all the way up. And don't swing. Don't do this. Do it slowly and controlled. Again, do however many reps feels comfortable to you. You want to feel like you're pushing yourself, but you don't want to strain yourself. So start low. Do 10, and then move on to the next exercise, then come back through and do all the exercises again. After you do your bicep curls, what you want to do is little pulses. These little pulses really will work out that muscle. You'll be amazed. So you're going to hold your arms out parallel to the ground, and then just do little pulses with your weights. And you're going to feel this quicker than you felt it by just doing the bicep curls. Just do these little pulses, as many as you can stand. I do it for about 20 seconds or the count to 20. And after that, you want to stretch out your biceps, and you can do that by putting your arm out forward, bending your hand down, and then take your other hand and press. And that's going to help stretch out that bicep that you just worked. Okay, next, we're going to do tricep kickbacks. So now we are really working this muscle back here where the flab is. This is what we really want to concentrate on. And there are a couple of different ways you can do this exercise. You can do both arms at once, or you can do one arm and then switch and do the other arm. So what you want to do, I like to do this with a step because I like to do them one at a time. Having this step just gives you something else to prop yourself up on. I put one leg up on the step. That way I have something to rest my other arm on while I do the tricep kickbacks. And so you want to hold your upper arm parallel to the floor or as close to it as you can get. So we're isolating that muscle, and then kick back with your weight. And you will feel it. And when you get back there to the top, squeeze it. Really squeeze it and isolate on that tricep muscle. And again, do as many of these as you can stand. So if it's 10, 15, 20, do that many, then switch and do the other side. With this move, and all of them really, you want to be slow and controlled. So if it's hard to stay in control while you're doing this, then you want to drop down on your weight. And you don't even have to use weight. You can do it just with your body weight until you build up to using more weight, because you want to make sure your form is correct. You don't want to be swinging your arm. That is not going to work it. You want to isolate that muscle, and you have to stay in control to isolate that muscle. And the little step that I'm using that you saw then, that was an Amazon purchase also, and I will have it linked down below. Both of these items are super affordable, and the step is useful for all different kinds of things, as you'll see coming up. Next up, we're going to do tricep overhead extensions. And with this, you want to get in your starting position, feet shoulder width apart, core muscles engaged, pelvis tilted under. And you're going to get one of your weights, and you're going to hold it with both hands behind your head and then extend it up over your head. So when you do this, you've got to tuck your chin down so that you don't bonk yourself in the head with the weight when you're picking it up. So be sure to tuck your chin down, look down, kind of roll your neck down a little bit so you don't hit yourself in the head. And since you're using both arms and only one weight, you can probably do more of these than you can the other exercises. And what I like to do is I like to stop halfway through and swap up my position on the weight. So if I started out with my left hand at the top, then halfway through I stop and put my right hand at the top. And just do as many of these as you feel comfortable. And that will be your first set. And then you can come back and do additional sets of all these exercises again after we finish all 7. If you're enjoying this video, please give it a thumbs up and let me know you would like to see more content like this or not. And please comment down below and let me know if you like these kind of videos and if you're getting any benefit from it. I really want your feedback since this is something kind of new I'm doing. I really want to hear from you guys and let me know if this is helpful or not and what else you would like to see on my channel with regards to health and fitness. Okay, next exercise is my most hated exercise of all time. I have hated these since I was a kid in school, and I still hate them, but boy do they work. This is one exercise that it works your shoulders, it works your arms, it works your chest, and it works your core, because you have to engage your core to protect your back. And what exercise am I talking about? Push-ups. Yes, I hate them, but they are so effective. So what I find that's easier for me, and if you can do them on your toes and go all the way down, more power to you. But if you can't, like me, then here is an easier way to do it, and this is what I do. I start with this step, and I do it on my knees. I don't try to get on my toes. If I do one on my toes, I feel like I've accomplished something. Maybe one day I will be able to do more, but I get on my knees and then I put my hands out wide, kind of shoulder width apart on this bench. And you want to, of course, engage your core. You don't want to be arching your back, and just go down and up. And try not to get that bend in your back. You want to try to really hold your core, and that's going to be working your tummy, your obliques, your love handles, all that. You're going to be working that at the same time. And yes, these are hard. I struggle through them, but they are really important to do. So with these, I just say do as many as you can. Now we're going to work on our shoulders. I think when women of any age have nice defined shoulders, it is just so attractive, and you can achieve this. And I love doing shoulder exercises. I feel like I see results quickly with shoulder exercises, but everybody is different. It depends on how much muscle tone you have, and that's something else I'm going to talk about in just a minute, why these muscle building exercises are so important, especially over 50. But the first exercise we're going to do is just simple shoulder flies. So again, you want to start out in your starting position, and you're simply going to hold on to both your weights and lift both arms at the same time and come down. Just lift until they're parallel to the ground and come down. And repeat that as many times as you feel comfortable. Whether it's 10, 12, 15, I do 20, and I'm trying to build up more from there, but you start where it's comfortable for you and with the weights that are comfortable for you. And again, keep your motions controlled and steady. You don't want to swing like this, like you're a bird flapping its wings. You want to keep it controlled, keep your arms out in front of you just a little bit, and then lift up in a very controlled motion to the side. Hold it at the top for, half a second. These are great exercises, and they work kind of the middle part of the shoulder, so this part right here. And I love doing these. This is a great shoulder shaping exercise. Now, those rowing exercises that we did toward the beginning, pulling our arms back, that worked the back part of our shoulder. So the flies work the middle part. Now we're going to work the front part of our shoulders. And with that, you're going to do simple front extensions. So stand in your starting position. You're going to have both arms in front of you, holding your weights, and then you simply just alternate lifting your arm up and down. And with these, I would do 10 per side or 15 per side or 20, whatever feels good to you. You want to be pushed, so you don't want it to be super easy, like, oh, I could just do this all day. You want to do enough that you feel pushed and challenged, but you don't want to do so many or weight so heavy that you're straining yourself or hurting yourself. Because after you complete this 7th move, you're going to go back to the beginning and start them all again. So you can do 2 sets of these, 3 sets of these, just whatever feels good for your fitness level. And now we want to do some stretches. After doing all that, and after we're done with however many sets of these exercises we're going to do, you want to stretch your muscles out. So for your triceps, you want to put your arms kind of behind your head. You want to grab onto one elbow and pull it. That is going to stretch out that tricep muscle. And pull gently. Don't pull too hard. Just pull gently so you feel that stretch. And then you're going to do the same thing on the other side. And like I showed you earlier, for your biceps, you're going to put one hand out, then push back on your fingers to get a stretch through that bicep. And then you're going to do the same thing with the other arm. And to stretch out your shoulders, this feels really good. And this is going to help with your neck and everything. So you're going to stand with, take one hand, put it down to your side, and flex your hand. your hand is flexed, then take your other hand and gently pull your head to the opposite side while your arm is down and your hand is flexed. And you're going to feel this stretch all down through your neck, through your shoulder. It feels so good. Hold that for a few seconds, and then you're going to switch and do the other side. And let me also just say that these are great exercises for our arms and shoulders, but you can't spot treat or spot tone your body without doing something for cardio, especially, if you are overweight, you have weight to lose. You're not going to get cut arms if you're not also doing something to address your diet and overall heart health. So make sure you're doing something. I like to walk. I walk 3 miles a day, 5 days plus a week. I'll do it every day if I can. But there are things that you can do inside your house if you don't want to get outside. I know it's hot, it's summer, it's sticky. We're having a week full of rain right now, so that makes it kind of hard, but there are things you can do at home, and that's where the step also comes in. You can do some simple exercises with the step, just as simple as holding weights and stepping up and down off the step. Do that for a minute and then take a break. Do it for another minute, take a break, and keep going as long as you can. That is going to not only get your heart rate up and burn some calories, but the stepping with the weights, that is also a weight-bearing exercise. And we need to do that when we are 50 plus because our muscle mass really starts decreasing. So we have to work very hard to maintain our muscle mass. So any kind of weight-bearing exercise is going to help with that, and it also is good for our bones. It is necessary for us to do weight-bearing exercises for healthy bones because we don't want osteoporosis. I hope this video has been helpful for you. Please let me know if it was, and I will do more of these in the coming months. Thanks again to AG1 for sponsoring today. And remember, you can scan this QR code or use the link that'll be down in the description so you can get those extra goodies along with your month's supply of AG1 powder. Thanks for joining me today. I appreciate you. And until I see you in my next video, have a stylish day. Bye.